Good morning, all of you. We'll start with the simple harmonic chapter. That is what allotted for this week. Then afterwards, in the end, we'll go for the paper discussion. It seems paper very comfortable for you, almost what all you know. That will put in the end. So I think this week we have a simple harmonic motion. For 2 weeks it is there. First work 1 week we have on the kinematics of SHM. Next week what we have the dynamics of SHM.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, I have a doubt in mains, sir.
I'll help you later on in WhatsApp. I could not get time yesterday.
Okay, sir.
Or at the end of the advanced paper, you can clarify it.
Okay, sir.
Okay, this is the name of topic which we are going to. Let me set all the things. Okay, we'll begin like this. So you can say like it's a very versatile chapter where it will be mixed with almost all other topics, means SHM kinematics, SHM laws of motion, SHM friction, SHM work point G, SHM with center of mass, SHM with collision, SHM with rolling, SHM with fluids, SHM with gravitation, SHM with surface tension, SHM with viscosity, SHM with thermodynamics. I think what all we studied, everything what happened, once again, what happened, the numericals can be introduced back. So definitely when you go for advanced exam, you come across wide varieties of problems. So you can basically break up this into two parts, pure SHM, then mixed concept SHM. Means SHM introduce. Again, not only this, with secondary syllables also, SHM with electrostatics, SHM with capacitors, SHM with resistors, SHM with electromagnetism, SHM with EMI, SHM with optics, SHM with waves and so on. And SHM in modern physics also will come. So there is no topic where what happen, I cannot introduce SHM. So these are the ways in which a student has to gather the numericals. Okay, SHM in any other related numericals are there. Okay, let me think on that. Please do gather numericals of these kind, also try to work out. You'll be on safer side. Oh, now, so simple harmonic motion. So I think you know harmonic. What are harmonic functions? Cosine and sine functions are called as harmonic functions. So why simple word? What is that motion? Is all first we'll try to analyze the definition. So what I do is like, let me take a circle. Okay, I'll begin like this, simple. So let there be a discuss. So let there be a particle which will move in a circular path. Okay, there's a particle one. It will move in a circular path with a constant speed v. Its speed of the particle will be constant. Then let R be the radius of this particle. let r be the radius of this one. Then after, and it will move with a constant speed, a uniform circular motion. So what is the particle one? Particle one describes uniform circular motion. It is understood. So therefore, what is V? V equal to R omega. Then what is the time taken to complete one revolution? 2 pi by omega. And what is omega in fact? As it is constant, can we write omega as theta by t? Angular velocity equal to angular displacement by time taken. After some time, the particle will be available here. The particle will be available here. So in that interval of time, it will cover an angular displacement theta. So at t equals 0, it is here. After certain time t, the particle will be available at this point. Okay, look at now. So it will, what is the capital T? Time taken to complete one revolution. It is like this. Time taken to complete one revolution. Okay, let me go for its projection along y-axis. When particle 1 is here, what is its projection along y-axis? So it will be here. This is the one only. Its projection. Let me take a particle. I am putting a black dot. There's a red dot. Try to follow this. Okay, there's a black dot. So what is this? There's a projection. Let me call particle 2. It will also, what happen as this particle moves, when particle 1 is here, its projection will be at origin. Since this is moving, so this should also have velocity. Okay, agree this. Then after some time, so when particle 1 is here, its projection what should be, on y-axis. No, this was moving with a constant speed. Write it v, where v equal to r omega. What about its projection? Its projection will have different speed. So therefore, let me write v, that is. So this is the initial velocity v naught. That will be at t equals 0. The projection of that particle will be at origin. After some time, it will be at this particular point. Now you can ask questions of why you are taking that projection. So let me take this displacement y. Okay, look at clearly now. Till here, no problem. All of you, coordinate geometry, idea of projection. Fine. This is, so why do we are discussing all these things? Okay, now by the time we got telescopes and the scientists started exploring outer space, what they saw, there's suppose say this is the some planet or something, let it be this one or anything. They saw some heavenly object. It was revolving. So we know gravitation also. So based on that, what we can say that it will be revolving in a circular path about this. Let's assume that one. So what the scientists, what happened when they made observation, what they noticed is this particular heavenly object, which is there, no, it was describing to and fro motion. It was describing a to and fro motion. They got shocked. How come an heavenly object can describe to and fro motion? Because if the object is far away, how do it appear? Though it is moving in circular path, but for us, often it is moving in circular path. But if you are far away, what happens? How do it appear? It will appear as if it is moving in to and fro motion. Am I right? I think this you can experiment. You can experiment. You ask your any younger brother, elder brother, sisters, ask them to move any object. You ask them to pen, eraser, or something which is clearly visible for you. Ask him to move it in horizontal circular path like this. not vertical, horizontal circular path. That one. You view it from near. You say it's in circular path. As you move away from farther, means you are at a distance of say like some 50 meter, or you can say like a 20 meter or 30 meter, no, or say even 10 meter. You feel as if this is moving in a to and from motion. This called like a to and from motion. All of you, I think you're having some basic idea of to and from motion. I need not to stress, sir. What do you mean by to and from motion? So this will be to and from motion if it is like this, no? This called like a to and from motion. This particular heavenly object which is moving in circular path about any other planet or something, no, it will be describing a to and from motion. It appears, but actually what happened? It is describing circular motion. From there, what happened? They brought this particular concept. Okay, this is very much, I think, let me try if you are able to. I need later. Okay, this is the reference, so you can see, like, you move away from the screen and try to observe, so you feel as if it is moving like this. The simplest explanation is what I wanted to give. I don't want to talk more mathematically. If it revolves around my fist, this particular lid of a bottle, so that one, if you view it from far away, if you view it from far away, if you view it from far away, it'll appear as if it is moving to and from motion. It's describing it to and from motion. If you are moving far away, what will happen? It will appear as if it is moving. It is describing. So what is the reason for that like that? If you are from far away, instead of circular path, what you see the projection of a motion described by a particle. They'll be visible. Don't think that it's imaginary. This is what we feel. I suggest you, everyone, you can do this experiment. You just ask your younger brother or sister, hmm, to move an object in a circular path around some fixed point, center point. Try to view it from near and further. Not even 100 meter, 10 meter, I think sufficient. Even 5 meter. In classroom, I used to show it in physical classroom. No, like the last benches, they used to say, "No, sir, you are describing to and from motion." The front benches, they used to say that, "No, sir, it's in circular path." What is the reason for that? It's a human high perception, that one. If you are from further, what happens? It will appear as if to and from motion. Okay, now if a particle moves in a circular path, its projection along y-axis will describe along x or y-axis. I am considering y-axis. Its projection along y-axis will describe to and from motion. I am interested to study the motion of this projection of a particle along y-axis. That is what very important. For that, what I'm trying to design a mathematical formulas. Means till now, see, like we have studied all the types of like emotions here now. Now there's the first time what happened, we are going to study the to and from motion. So this will be, so let me do one thing. There's a some asteroid, I'll write it. There's a planet here. So there's a circular path. There's a path of asteroid seen from observer from far away. Seen by observer located far away. What is this circular path? In fact, it is describing circular path. Let's not say like why it will describe circular path. We know enough gravitation. The gravitational attractive force will provide required centripetal force. So we know all that story. Let's not bother here. Now I'm interested in this such to and from motion. Path of asteroid seen by observer located far away. What is this motion here? No, this is a circular path motion. To and fro. Hmm. To and fro motion. Okay, this to and fro motion is what I want to show. I think I'm very sure that we have not discussed of that kind. Am I right? Till now we didn't discuss to and fro motion. We know kinematics, projectile motion, circular motion, non-uniform circular motion, all different things we brought. Elliptical orbit, circular orbit, all everything. The to and fro motion is what we are going to discuss now. Based on that is what the whole our chapter is. Got the idea? That's the simplest thing. Students see like this what happens here like if you refer some read good books, no, the good books open rather than focusing more on no, they give examples like this, then they come back here. Most of the books directly they'll start. Okay, if particle moves, its projection will move. Students will answer why projection will move. Who will see this? If you are far away here, you see the motion of this particle as something like this. Getting this one? If you are very if you stand at center or near, no, you definitely you can say that it's moving in circular path. Simplest reason. Okay, let's do one thing. Let me take help of this triangle. I do notice some triangles. So sine theta is equal to y by this r, let me call a. So that's y by a. So y is equal to a sine theta. From here, theta, what we can write? Omega t. And tell me what is y? Displacement of particle, which is describing to and fro motion, or displacement of projection of a particle revolving in circular path. So y is called as displacement. Then by the time when particle reaches here, it will have the projection, this particle 2. So there is no, again see, I have to say particle 2, but actually this is a particle. And what is 2? 2 is a projection. So I'll put it, somebody is asking, sir, why 2 particles you have picked up? I think definitely, okay, no, what is the dot means what you should write? What is the red color? Particle. Particle. Moving in circular path. What about here? Projection of particle. Path described. Okay, I agree this. So this 2 is not a particle. 2 is not a particle. 2 is what? Just like it's a projection of the particle. Particle is moving in circular path. That's all. Okay, I brought it. So what is this? There's a displacement. And what is A? A is called as maximum displacement. We'll call that as, very good name will give. We'll call that as amplitude. Like this, what happened? The terms will give names. So this is called as amplitude. What is T? What is next omega? Angular frequency. I think we know these things from circular motion. What is T? Instantaneous time. What do you mean by amplitude? Maximum displacement from mean position. I am going to take this as mean position. This I'll call it as upper extreme. The terminology is very important. Almost all numericals, the same set of formulas will be using. This is called as upper extreme, and this is okay, fine. So this is like, so I want now, what is the speed of the projection? What is the speed of particle? Or what is the speed of projection, that one? So I'll differentiate. Let me go for dy by dt is equal to a omega cos omega t. So dy by dt is what? Velocity. Once again, let me differentiate. dv by dt, a omega square sin omega t. dv by dt, what you can write? Acceleration. And what do you mean by this a sin omega t? we'll get like this: A equal to minus omega square y. Or I'll rewrite. So this will become, okay, now look at this. What is acceleration? Acceleration proportional to negative of displacement. So what happens in SHM? In SHM, what will happen? The displacement will vary as a harmonically. Sine and cosines are harmonic functions. And look at the speed of particle, it also varies harmonically. Look at acceleration, it also varies harmonically. It also varies harmonically, you see that one, acceleration. Okay, let's talk about the, what is cos omega t. I'll try to replace. Cos omega t, I can write as root of 1 minus sine square omega t. What is sine square omega t? Y square by a square, or v is equal to omega root of a square minus y square. So what is the speed of particle? The speed of particle, is it constant? No, it will be varying, is telling. So this will be moving with a constant speed. So what particle one says, I am moving with a constant speed. What about the two will say? Projection, it's projection. No, I'm accelerating. It says projection. So shall, in simplest way for a common man or woman, both, or common person, let me call. For a common person, what mean? Shall I say shadow? If you run like this, what about if some source is kept here? It will form, due to that source, a shadow will be formed. No, if a person runs with a constant speed in a circular path, is the shadow what will happen will describe this motion, which is gone by these equations. So this person will be running with a constant speed. What about his shadow? Shadow will describe non-uniform accelerated motion. You see, acceleration itself is varying here. And how do I express that? With help of this one. Okay, look at this one. Now the person runs with a constant speed. So here the speed will be maximum, speed of the shadow. So the person will be constantly running. But what about the speed of shadow? It decreases. By the time person comes here, what will be the speed of shadow here? Will be zero. Sir, how do you can say? You have this equation, put y equal to a. If you put y equal to a, because what are the things now? This point is y. This is x-axis. Okay, if you look at this, so if this is the origin, then y equal to 0, maximum speed, the speed of particle decreases. So what type of motion the shadow will describe? Non-uniform accelerated motion, not only uniform accelerated. Can you apply equations of motion to work out anything? No, we don't know equations of motion. When it comes SHM, we don't know equations of motion. Are you getting? No? So the shadow is describing, I say that the shadow is what describing a simple harmonic motion or what you can call to and from motion. Now, why the name of chapters are simple harmonic? Look at this displacement of the shadow or displacement of particle describing to and from motion. Let me directly say it's a particle now. It varies sinusoidally. Speed also varies sinusoidally. Look at acceleration, it also varies. Next, I'll bring kinetic energy, it also varies harmonically. So all the quantities are varying harmonically. So what is the type of motion? It's a motion in which the quantities are varying harmonically. Displacement, speed, acceleration, kinetic energy, even potential also I'll bring it. So harmonic motion. Why simple? I think you know trigonometry. If I give any problem related to sine theta, cos theta, all are very, you all are very good, no? That's why the name simple. Sir, what do you mean by complex S? Later part I'll introduce. What do you mean by complex? That one. So the mathematics, what we are going to notice, it is a very simple trigonometry, that one. That's why simple harmonic motion. Got the idea, no? Shall I say that your chapter is over if you know this much? Rest all everything is what happened, the extension of this, the application of this one. Okay, fine. So there is no such particle 2. What is that one? Only particle 1 is what moving, and the 2 is what? Projection of particle. Where is the particle? Particle is moving in circular path here. 2 is what? 2 is not a particle, it's only a projection. That what happened, initially I derived it. Okay, look at this. So there's expression for the speed of particle, and look at how acceleration will be proportional to negative of displacement. Okay, let me directly come only for okay, let's again continue with the same thing. Particle is here. These are the instants of time. At t equals 0, particle 1 is here. V. Okay, it is like this. Huh? What about its projection? Its projection here will be at this particular point. Then afterwards, okay, let me give number 1 when it is here. When particle 1 is here, when particle is a position to its projection will be moving with a velocity v2, v1. v4, v5, v6, and these are the very basic fundamental things. Okay, look at now. So these are the things. So now look at in all the positions, what happened? The particle is moving with a constant speed, but its projection weapon is going to describe a variable accelerated motion. So this is I'll call mean position, upper extreme, lower extreme. Okay, let's analyze one thing now. So as this projection moves, so initially this should have a maximum speed, no? And here, what is the state of this? Instantaneous rest. So here maximum speed. So here we'll introduce Vm. It's a position one of the particle only, but here speed will be maximum. And what about here? Instantaneous rest. What? Not particle, it's projection. So what type of motion when it moves from mean to upper extreme? Retarding motion. So how the acceleration should be directed? Towards center. So whether particle moving from mean to extreme, okay, this is the mean. Upper extreme, shall I use word only symbols? Lower extreme. Mean or equilibrium, anything you can call it as. Okay, no. So now it's having maximum speed. So now you can say maximum. Already we have equation. Put y equal to 0. There'll be maximum, no? So how much that is equal to, this is equal to A. Okay, I'll begin like this. So it'll have maximum speed. So it'll undergo retardation. Okay, how to calculate V2? If I know this displacement y, I'll use that formula V2 equal to root omega root of, what is the speed of particle? Omega root of A square minus Y square. I take help of this formula. Then I'll find out the speed. When the particle is at upper extreme, put y equal to A, it will be instantaneous rest. Again, what will happen? The speed of particle will increase. Then it will be maximum. Look at now how the acceleration will be always directed towards mean position. Shall I put it here? The particle describes the simple harmonic motion or the basic necessary condition. The acceleration will be always proportional to negative of displacement. Fine. So shall we put here like a here how you have to show acceleration like this only a2. Now how it will be a3, it will be like this. What about a5? A5 should be like this. What about a6? It should be like this. So it anywhere, how the acceleration be always directed towards mean position. There's a one basic necessary condition. Acceleration directed towards will be always that this word is lot of this weightage always be directed towards mean position at any instant of time you can pick up. Okay, there's a one meaning of a equal to minus omega square y. Okay, I think now we are in far better position. Next question comes like, sir, is there any object which describes such to and from motion? Can you give example? Okay, fine. This is about the mathematics. Is there really any such object which will describe? My answer is that we know already. We have done so many numericals also. Sir, from where? Go back to work point G chapter. So what is the motion described by the spring block? It's a to and from motion only, and that's called like a oscillatory. Okay, let me introduce to the spring block system. Is this okay now? So like even acceleration also is varying with the time. So what is the equations here? Y equal to a sine omega t. Speed is equal to a omega cos omega t. Acceleration is equal to a omega square. So once again, I'm writing. These are all basic equations what we have come across. So look at all these quantities. They vary harmonically with the time. Let's plot graphs also. Once again, let me take it. Let me plot graphs of all this one. This may not be needed. This, I think you are very good in plotting graphs of trigonometric functions. That's what I'm going to do now. I need all three graphs. The basic trigonometry is what we are going to take help of. Nothing big. The basic trigonometry, what all we know, no, that will be taken into consideration. So first I'll plot the displacement y equal to it's not a triangle. It's not even semicircle. I think you know enough of trigonometry. Okay, this will be the speed versus time graph. This is the speed. Last one, acceleration we plotted. Already you know that trigonometry, that only we are just taking help of this one, or showing all the variation. We are plotting the speed, displacement, velocity, acceleration as a function of time. This graphical information also, a student must have a basic idea. So this is the acceleration. This is maximum acceleration. Shall I write omega square A? Maximum speed is how much? Omega A or A omega plus A minus A. Okay, this is what the time. Okay, these are the basic graphs what we have started here. So why you are plotting like this? Because the equations what I have based on that I plot. No, sorry, if y equal to a cos omega t. Okay, proportionally you change speed and acceleration differentiate. Is it okay? It's need not that it should be sine omega t. It can have any phase, other things also. This is one basic equation I started. For this equation I'm plotting. Don't think that only this is. It can be any other possibility. This equation is what I'm plotting. Okay, I think you have very good information. Huh? So, I'm telling this one, what all you study now, next chapter, waves and so on. The same thing we are going to apply it. Okay, look at this one. You see that one. At y equal to 0 means what happened? Mean position. No? This is called like upper extreme, lower extreme. So at mean position, what is the velocity? Oh, sorry, this graph minus omega square. No, it should be. Just correction. A equal to minus omega square y. Okay, now you can compare all the things available here. So at the start, don't think a particle moving in a curve. A particle will move either like this or horizontal, vertical. Its variation is what I'm showing it. So when the displacement is positive, look at acceleration, negative. When displacement and you see that one, it moves from mean to extreme, how the acceleration will be. Negative means what happened? Downward. Positive means upward. I think this was the convention. Velocity positive means upward direction. Velocity negative means downward direction. Similarly, acceleration of positive means upward, negative means downward. So look at here, acceleration negative. Then when the particle moves from extreme to mean, how the velocity will be negative, no? You can see that. But what about acceleration? Will be negative. Negative means downward here. So negative means downward, upward means positive. So like this happen, always the acceleration be directed towards mean position. That's a very standard idea which you have to take help in every numerical. It's going to help you a lot. Okay, like this, the particle, its speed, its velocity, acceleration. So they may give any good graphical question. So you must be in a position to analyze. Okay, somehow we brought very good mathematics. Okay, now our question was, sir, is there any example or is it only theoretical idea? Means only, you can say like a, just it appears to be practically, is there any object which will describe such a to and fro motion? A good example is what? The spring block system. What already we know. Okay, let me introduce to that. Already you are quite very familiar with the total motion of spring block system. Once again, introduced to the spring block. In books, they started with the mathematical way. I'm trying to avoid that mathematical approach since we know already workbench chapter, we know spring block system. No, directly let me jump to the spring block idea, that one. So this is the spring and here is a block. Okay, this particular position is called like a mean position. We'll call this as a mean. This vertical line is called as the mean, and this is a wall. Okay, I'll give velocity to this at mean position. I'll give some push. Sir, how to give push? Go back, impulse, you know impulse. So can I apply some impulse? Yes, I'll apply some impulse to the block. So it will start accelerating. So when it comes to this position, what is the state of block? We know spring force will be acting here. Go back, work point G chapter. You know, I told you, I think, can you remember? I told you, what all you study spring block system, you are going to come across a chapter called like a simple harmonic motion where the 80% of numericals are based on spring block system. So if you know just the idea of spring energy, work done by spring force, potential in the spring, that is enough. You can see just, I think today, you open the material or any of the book, where all you see the spring block only. Vertical spring block, horizontal spring block. So how much you know about the springs, the more safer. So what I suggest today, half an hour at least, you recollect all the spring problems, what all I discussed. Just don't solve, just only go through them, just see them. Vertical spring block or gentle spring block system. Just only see them. Then what when as you enter, no, the background will be there for you. Fine. So you have to recollect all that spring block systems, what all we have done. Not solving, I'm not asking you to solve. Just plainly read them, just see them. Okay, yeah, like this is a thing. Don't take pen, just only. Unless and come to this chapter. So the block will be here. So here, what are the things like it will have spring force will act. I'll show it. What about the velocity of the block? Will be like this. Will there be any acceleration? Yes, the acceleration will be in this direction. Let me call this is A1, V1 here. So what will happen to the block? Block definitely will undergo retardation. Look at the spring force acting opposite to velocity. So after some time, the block will be at right extreme. And what is the state of it? Instantaneous rest. So here the maximum spring force will be acting. And that will call K. This is called like a amplitude. Upper extreme, this point is. If you say that, sir, we already know this, then it's quite very easier. Okay, now block again, what happen will accelerate. So somewhere let me take this position near to the mean position. So in what direction spring force will be acting? Towards left. The speed of the object will be like this, and how the acceleration will be directed towards right. So there you took x and y, doesn't matter. By the time again block comes to mean position. So there's a mean position. So what is the spring force? Will be zero. The block will have maximum speed and acceleration will be in fact zero. Then because of this maximum speed, what will happen to the block? It will start compresses the spring. Then how the spring force will act? Spring force will act in this direction. Kx3. The velocity will be v3, a3. Very next position, it will come to extreme and will come to instantaneous rest. This will call as, sorry, this is right extreme. This called as left extreme. And maximum spring force, spring is compressed, no? So this is K. Okay, we'll write. Then how the acceleration will be directed like this. Instantaneous rest it is. So what is the next state of the block? The block will be somewhere here. Spring force will be acting, kx4. B4, A4, and the block will return back to, I think we have space. Yeah. Main position. Actually, if a good teacher is there, since you know to and from motion spring block, that is what SHM. He will send, you'll start numerical. I need not to discuss all. Okay, again, the main position. Again, the block what happened will continue its motion. Okay, further again, same thing. What was the V1 we took it, no? I'll show complete description. See once, huh? It'll be, now what is the state of this block? Instantaneous rest. Shall I write IR? What do you mean by R? Instantaneous rest. Very, very, very important. Already we know this. Once again, we are putting, because what is the problem? Poor memory. What all we read, we'll forget. That is our natural phenomena. So if you show interest, you'll not forget. Just for sake of rank you're reading, things will be like this one, will forget. To gain knowledge when you read, no, then nothing. Everything what you'll enjoy and you'll never forget. How you forget movie? Possible a movie? Am I right? Take example of your practical life. You ask me some movie which I was in 12th standard. I do tell. I do tell that one. Okay, what is the movie which I saw in 12th standard? DDLJ, Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge, super hit movie. You ask me, okay, I'll tell all songs, everything. But same thing, 12th standard, what all my teacher taught, even I too cannot remember everything. What is the problem? The movie, I was very much interested. I loved it. The knowledge that was imparted by my teacher, what happened, it was like forcibly I was accepting it. So I could not remember. What is a memory? There's the only thing, memory. Science, what happened? See, we are in a scientific world. Everything is well defined. Everything is in scientific. That one. In science, what happened? We define memory. What is the memory? The one which you are interested, and if you love it, if you by heart you like it personally, it'll become memory. The one which you don't like it, it'll not be a memory. Some asked me, sir, I'm forgetting. Finish over. There's only the reason. It will hurt you, but there's a reality. Okay, you can experiment with your the real life situations. Some will forget, some will remember like as it is. There's the only reason. So what is another thing? The one which will have psychological impact, it will be a good memory. The movies, what happened, what we watch, no, they have psychological impact on us, a deep impact. That's why we are able to remember. So this is what also, that's why I asked you to draw a diagram, imagine, because they will show some psychological impact and it become very easy to remember. There's the only purpose of drawing diagram. Otherwise, in textbook, what we have? Question, answer, equations, question, answer. We'll forget. Through diagrams, what happen? It'll become memory. That's the only purpose of why your physics teacher is drawing so many diagrams, so that it'll be easy for you to remember. But still, sir, I'm not remembering it. Something, it is not showing psychological impact on your brain. Please do analyze. You have very good brain with you, so you should know how to utilize. That's all are having same potential. That's what I feel. Myself and any scientist having same brain. Scientists used it very perfectly and efficiently. They became scientists. I could not use, I became teacher. And what is the difference between your teacher and you? Your teacher is using to some extent better than a student. That's why he's teaching. Students are unable to use properly. That's why they're student. That's why they're struggling. Okay, got this. So what is the problem now? Its problem is with us, not with anybody. Not getting marks. You are the problem. He is getting marks. Yes, he has overcome his problems. The more and more make observation of yourself, the better things will happen. You are going to improve yourself. Okay, let's come back. Huh? Okay, now look at this one. I gave velocity, so it will undergo retardation. Why it will undergo retardation? Spring will get elongated. Spring force does negative work. So here, in what form the energy was? The energy was in the form of kinetic energy. Kinetic energy was maximum. What about potential energy? Zero or minimum. You can put anything. Minimum. Shall I all of you able to see? Because I had to show complete description. No, that's why I just zoom in. I made. I think I'll continue with this screen only. Okay, next part. Okay, come for this one. What about here? It's having kinetic energy and also the potential energy. Will I agree? Both are. What about here? Instantaneous rest, IR. IR means instantaneous rest. So instantaneous rest means, what does it mean? Kinetic energy will be zero and potential energy will be maximum. What about here? Both are non-zero. Here potential energy is minimum. If you want, if you write zero also, better let's write minimum. Minimum zero or minimum. Here both are non-zero. What about here? Left extreme, potential energy is maximum. Instantaneous rest, no? So kinetic energy will be zero. Both are non-zero. Kinetic energy maximum, potential energy, and both are non-zero. Like that, you leave this block, what will happen? It will continue its to and fro motion if there are no any resistive forces, no friction, no viscous rate drag. What happened to this block? Forever, forever it is going to continue its to and fro motion. This is what the SHMI say. Sir, how do you can say? Okay, I'll go back to the same mathematics what I have. Okay, look at this particular block here. So what is the retardation? Kx equal to minus me. Kx equal to minus me. And look at that acceleration. That x varies harmonically. So how do you can say? Okay, I'll take help of the energy equation. You may not agree with this. Okay, let me start with energy. In what form energy is here? Both potential plus kinetic. The total energy U plus K. Now, what about potential energy? K x square by 2. What about kinetic energy? Kinetic energy Ke, I'll write it because I'll be using spring constant. So some of you are asking, sir, spring constant? No, spring constant, why I'll write nearby you. Okay, no. What is kinetic energy of the block at any position of mv square? What is the total mechanical energy? Total mechanical energy. Now, you know in Workbench chapter, I'll give velocity to the block at mean position. When it arrives here, the same mechanical energy what was given is available as kinetic energy and potential energy. So what happened to overall mechanical energy in spring block system? Will conserve, mechanical energy will be conserved. The reason for that, spring force is what? A conservative force. Go back all the concepts. Conservation of mechanical energy principle is what I'm writing. The total mechanical energy imparted to the block at mean position equal to the total mechanical energy of block at any position. This one. So this is a constant. I'll differentiate. So k by 2, this will be 2x dx by dt. M by 2, 2v dv by dt. Total mechanical energy will remain constant. What is E? Shall we call total mechanical energy imparted at mean position. You can impart anywhere. I started with simple situation at mean position. Total mechanical energy imparted to and it will remain constant. That but energy, what happened? What we given kinetic energy may not be only kinetic energy here. Some part will be kinetic energy, some will be potential. Now the whole kinetic energy given is available here in what form? Potential energy. Able to understand now? So this will be, so I'll put 0. So this will become kx v plus mve. So a equal to minus kx by m. Let me compare with this equation, omega square x. From where I brought it? Acceleration proportional to negative of displacement. So therefore, what is this omega? Root of k by m. What is this omega? Omega is the angular frequency. We can write one more very important conclusion. What is that? Time period. I brought time period. So you can ask questions of why you brought time period again. Suddenly you started something and you ended up time period. Okay, let's do one thing. What is this T? Time period of revolution of particle revolving in a circular path. Is it okay? Let me put all the things. What is capital T? Time period of revolution of particle revolving in a circular path. Also, what is the time period? What is capital T? Also, time taken by its projection to complete one to and from motion. Time taken by projection of particle one to and fro motion. Is it okay? I think both are same. No? By the time the particle completes one revolution, what happened to this particle? Its projection will complete one to and fro motion. I'll call this as time period. So time period of to and fro motion. And again, the particle after completion one revolution, again it will go for second revolution. Again, what happened to the projection? It will also complete second revolution. So like that, what happened? As long as this particle is moving in circular path, what happened to this projection? It will be executing SHM. How long? As long as this is moving in circular path. So shall I say that this is like a periodic motion? I'm not bothered this one, particle one. Now I'm bothered about the projection. Look at the projection. Is it a periodic motion? What do you mean by periodic? I do have one more example. What do you mean by periodic? Shall I call this a periodic function? You know function chapter, completed functions, mathematics. Anybody reply back?
Sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then periodicity you call. Am I right? What do you mean by periodicity? A part of graph which will repeat again and again. So this part of the graph is what going to repeat. No, again you get sine. Again the same part will be repeated. So this is a periodic function. And what is the time period? The time period is this one. This part of the graph is what? Repeating again and again. I'll shade it for your convenient. This is called like a, you call positive off cycle. This is a negative off cycle. This part of the graph only what happen is going to repeat again and again. Again, you'll get positive, negative. Again, you'll get positive, negative. This called like a periodicity. Here in or physics, we just call time period. So the same thing here also. This is one period. This much is you have to call this as one period, or distance between one thrust and graph. That one. So that like that's also in physics you can define. And what happened to this particular now? You look at this spring block. It will continue, finish, or it will continue like that to and from motion. Sir, I want to know how its displacement, how its x varies with the time. Can we write equation, the same equations? Same equation. So, sir, can you write equations for motion of the spring block? Yes, we are in a far best position, x a sine omega t. What about the speed of this? A omega cos omega. What about acceleration? Minus a omega square sine omega t. Are you getting? So slowly I'm dragging you to some other concepts using this particular thing. Okay, look at this one. So now we are in a better position. What is the speed of the block after certain time? Put that time t here. Look at the speed after certain time, where it will be. It will be at a certain distance. So this x from where you're measuring from here. So this is what x equal to 0. Am I right? What do you mean by x equal to 0? Mean position. So the to and from motion, who is describing this block only? Now you see that one. Did I ask anything in workbench chapter? What the time taken by the block to move from here to here? No. At that time, we don't have any idea of this one. Now what happened? We are in better position. On one side, we know conservation of mechanical energy. Other side, we know trigonometry. Yes, I'll combine both. Now I can ask you anything about the spring block system. What is the speed of the block after certain time? Or what is the speed of the block after certain position? So even you can take help of this formula. Agree this? So with the help of this, we can get all the things what we needed here. So this is, so shall we call this as t equal to 0? This as t equal to t by 4. Just wait, I'll meanwhile you look at this one. Okay, no. So this is about the, we know x equal to 0 means from where you are measuring x equal to 0 from mean portion. So what is x equal to a? This one x equal to a. This one is x equal to, this is x equal to minus c. So now the time period t equal to t by 4. So what about the next one? T equal to t by 2. What is this time? T equal to, this will be 3t by 4. I'll write it here. And again, this is t equal to capital T. I'll write it here. This is a left extreme. Okay, I'll shade it so that it'll be, you can notice it. Okay, agree this one. So it's like a to and from motion. This is what happens in to and from motion continuously. Okay, now let's do one thing. This time period depends on what all. Just make observation. I want everyone to make observation. please do make observation. Time period depends on what all parameters. You have everything in front of you. Time period depends on what all parameters. Anybody? Somewhere you have equation? Anybody, please, you have to reply.
Mass and spring constant.
Mass of the block and spring constant. Will it depends on what speed I'll give at mean position? Anybody wants to answer? So I'll give more speed, 10 meter. I'll double the speed. Okay, amplitude will increase. So how do you can say? Okay, let's go back to the workbench chapter. We know many things. Huh? I'll give velocity to the block here. What all kinetic energy I give, that'll be available as elastic potential energy stored in the spring. So shall I write few things? Half m Vm square. Okay, already I wrote it. This should be equal to kx square plus mv square. I can also write okay, look at this amplitude. Amplitude depends upon what? Okay, now we know Vm is equal to, according to the formula, Vm equal to a omega, put x equal to 0. So therefore this amplitude, either solve this or any of the equation you take help of this one. So this amplitude depends upon what? These things. Okay, now you try to look at this one. This omega depends on k and m. What is k? Spin constant, not kinetic energy. The time period depends upon mass and spring constant, mass of the block and spring constant. The amplitude, what happens, depends upon what speed we are going to give at the mean portion. So means either you give amplitude, if you give this displacement, like if you give Vm or 2Vm, 3Vm, amplitude will change. But what meant to time taken to complete one oscillation will remain as it is. So therefore, shall we put one more thing? The time period is independent of amplitude of oscillation. The time period is independent of amplitude of oscillation. The time period is independent of amplitude of oscillation. Will I agree this one? Means we can also, I can also give justification like this. Huh? So all of you got what do you mean by time period? Time taken to complete one to and from motion is called as a time period. Okay, just one more very important. Okay, now a student, what happened? He will take a spring. It is there at mean position. Okay, no, not that mean. He will pull that to right extreme like this. Okay, fine. So here he will give amplitude. He will pull that spring and he will release from rest. Releases from rest. Okay, now you will release. It will describe to and from motion. If another student, what happened, instead of pulling this by A, if you pull this by 2A and release. So this block, what happened, will come to here. Okay, there's the one block. I'll give a yellow color. Now this is very important discussion which I'm making. Now another student, what you'll do is like he will You will pull this by block by distance how much? 2a. T equals 0, let me release. I can release here, releases from rest. No, by the time it comes here, it will have some velocity. I am not bothered. Okay, what is some velocity it will have, and spring constant kx1. Okay, you write kx1 v1. Okay, let me write v2 kx2. By the time block comes here, it will have maximum velocity. Okay, this is vm1, this vm2. Okay, same spring constant is same. There's another block. Only thing is the amplitude is given different. So what do you mean by amplitude? How much you pull the spring? Okay, now tell me, like at t equals 0, I release both, no? Actually, I to just already I discussed amplitude is independent, time period is independent of amplitude of oscillation. I'm just trying to give some explanation. What is the time it will take to reach to from extreme to this one? Because the release from rest, this will be like a right extreme. This will be mean. This will be right extreme. This is a mean. Will both blocks will take same time to reach mean position? Anybody give answer? Can you give answer? Or will it take different time? Both will take same time, t by 4. And what is t? Finish sure. So what you can conclude now? Time period is independent of amplitude of oscillation. Time period is independent of oscillation. Either you, instead of giving velocity, I'll pull this, now I'll release from rest. I think you know enough this one. I'll just hold the spring, I'll pull it like rubber band. How you stretch it? There's like a rubber band. You connect one stone and leave it, and it's going to execute to and from motion. I'm just showing only 1/4 of oscillation. I'm just showing only 1/4 of oscillation. So with this, what you can conclude, you know, time period is independent of amplitude of oscillation. How much we give amplitude, that will not determine time period. That's the one conclusion. Next, again, afterwards, what will happen to overall energy, what we give? Here I gave energy in the what form? The kinetic energy. Here in energy in what form I'm giving? Potential energy. Exchange agent will do work, no? So what all work done by exchange agent will be available as oscillation energy. What will happen to that oscillation energy? Will remain same. So shall I say SHM is a motion which will obey law of conservation of energy principle, law of mechanical energy, also which will obey law of conservation of mechanical energy, because overall mechanical energy remains same. So shall I say that in simple harmonic motion, what happens? The body will describe the motion in such a way that mechanical energy will be conserved. The body will describe a motion such that its mechanical energy will be conserved. So there's one more conclusions is what we are going to make it. I'll show it this description also. So what is the conclusion we'll make it in SHM? In SHM, mechanical energy of system is conserved. Okay, there's a one thing. Next, after this, next one more point. What we say that one, amplitude time period is independent of amplitude oscillation. So now first question, is it SHM periodic motion? Yes. Is it oscillatory? Yes, it is. So like that will happen. So we can classify now the types of motion here. Okay, this is about the theoretical idea. What we'll stop it here. I'll go for paper discussion. Fine. Okay, we'll discuss the paper. Tomorrow I'll continue from here. So that spring block systems is what all our numericals, to be frank, that one. So you do get two types of problems where numericals will be there, like this mass oriented and spring block problems oriented. Okay, we'll start the paper.